Hi, this is Charlie Green, co-author of The Trusted Advisor, with more about the trust equation. The trust equation, really the trustworthiness equation, is credibility plus reliability plus intimacy, all divided by self-orientation. I'm going to focus here on perhaps the most powerful component, a soft or emotional component, intimacy, and how you can increase your score in this component. I know we don't often talk about intimacy in the context of business. That doesn't mean it's not important. Let's review the definition of intimacy as it relates to the trust equation. It refers to the sense of security that the other person gets when interacting with you. They want to know that anything they share with you will be treated with the utmost respect and propriety by you. This is pretty personal, and I don't mean private here, I mean personal. Private means things like knowing your client's children's birthdays or going to sporting events. Whether or not you do those things has little to do with trustworthiness. They're up to you and your client. But by personal, I mean they can share with you the inevitable ups and downs we all experience as human beings, including in the workplace. All of us have ambitions, good days and bad, aspirations, fears, hopes, wishes, and desires. The ability to talk openly about such things is at the heart of intimacy. If a client senses that you are high in intimacy, they will share with you. They will speak with you about workplace politics, about what's at stake for them, and why they feel the way they do about things. We did an analysis of 70,000 people who took an online version of the Trust Equation questionnaire, and one of the most interesting findings was that intimacy was actually the strongest factor in the trust equation. And I mean that statistically. In a regression analysis, intimacy was more highly correlated with each person's overall trust equation results than any of the other three variables. This is also demonstrated in published analyses of the most and least trusted professions. Consistently top of the list, most of the time it is nursing. Why? Because the nursing profession, perhaps more than any other, requires that their clients, or patients, be 100% comfortable and at ease with them, sharing any and all concerns and information. Nurses are high in trustworthiness because they are high in intimacy. People are not afraid to be vulnerable with them. Unlike the rational parts of the trust equation, credibility and reliability, intimacy is hard to pin down through specific actions or clever magic phrases. Every instance of intimacy is unique, a moment in time that connects or deepens the relationship between two unique individuals. So, how do you increase your intimacy score? Here are 3 suggestions. First, get better at being vulnerable. If you can lead by example, others will follow. Have the strength to admit your own fears and weaknesses, and others will reciprocate. Second, don't be afraid to react to the emotions underlying what you hear your clients saying. If a client says, "Things are difficult around here," with a quivering voice, don't respond by saying, "Oh really? How come?" or by saying nothing at all. Instead, remember the power of just leaning in and saying, "Oh my, tell me more." Sometimes even "wow" is a full sentence. Third, get over your fears. Not by sidestepping ethical boundaries and company policies, I mean taking some emotional risks. Learn to say, "at the risk of," and then state your concerns of the thing that needs saying. You almost always gain more from emotional candor than from hiding behind an impersonal view driven by your own fear. The worst thing that can happen is rarely all that bad, and it's far less likely to occur than we often think. Intimacy requires, above all else, courage and curiosity. Don't be afraid to be a real person and to seek out the other person's humanity.